Did you know that in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, in the scene where everyone is putting their names in the goblet, while the younger students watched, Neville is reading the herbology book that was lent to him by Moody a couple days before. Did you know that for the Batman, Robert Pattinson says while auditioning he sneakily took a selfie in the Batsuit as a memento, just in case it didn't work out? Did you know that in Spider-Man Homecoming, Robert Downey Jr. was paid $10 million for only 8 minutes of screen time in Homecoming?
I don't need that on my contract.
If you even cared, you'd actually be here.
Did you know that for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino wrote a much longer version of the Bruce Lee fight scene with Cliff soundly defeating Lee? But it was changed after Brad Pitt openly rejected it. He said, "It's Bruce Lee, man." Did you know that for Candyman, Tony Todd negotiated a fee of $1,000 for each time he was stung by a bee? He walked away with $23,000.
Be my victim.
Did you know that in Topgun Maverick, the opening caption describing the top program is almost identical to the original film, except now it says men and women, to show that there are now also female pilots? Did you know that in American Psycho, when Patrick Bateman comes out of the dry cleaners, his mask of innocence falls for a second, revealing his cold, emotionless face? Did you know that for Schindler's List, to gather costumes for 20,000 extras, the costume designer took out advertisements seeking clothes? As economic conditions were poor in Poland, many people were eager to sell clothing they still owned from 1930s and 40s. Did you know that for Back to the Future ends with a cliffhanger, and on the VHS release of the movie they even throw to be continued on to the end of the movie? However, Zemeckis and Gale weren't actually setting up a sequel. They just thought it was a fun way to end a film. In fact, they have pointed out that, had the sequels actually been in the plans, they would have had Jennifer get in the DeLorean with Marty and Doc as well. Did you know that in Terminator 2 Judgment Day, James Cameron on why he made the villain T-1000 a cop? Cops think of all non-cops as less than they are, stupid, weak and evil. They dehumanize the people they are sworn to protect and desensitize themselves in order to do that job.